Welcome to Gold DPS Proving Grounds Guide for Subtlety Rogues. These are the talents that I recommend taking. Anticipation is technically stronger for DPS. I have a personal love for Shuriken Toss, and I'll show you why partway through this guide. These are my glyphs. The Glyph of Deadly Momentum I strongly recommend for upkeeping your slice and dice in here. And my equipment has a very strong focus on having mastery. Now, Subtlety Rogues, much like Assassination Rogues, can do a lot of their damage via damage over time effects, more primarily their Rupture. So what you ideally want to do is, like with many classes, spread these bleeds around. Let's get him hit with that. Applying oftentimes simply stabbing something a couple times with a backstab is all you've really got to do. Oh, and of course try not to get hit by that. And down it goes. Now in Wave 2 is the first time you have to deal with a new type of ad, and that's the Illusionary Banana Tosser. Let's see if I can get him hit by that, and he did, and that's all she wrote. Alright, now the large Illusionary Banana Tosser will usually just spin around the side corner of the room, throwing bananas around. If these bananas hit you, they reduce your chance to hit by a large amount, so you do not want to actually get hit by these bananas. There's one of two ways to handle it. One is to just sit on top of him like I did in that last round. And the other method is to, of course, dodge the bananas. As you can see in here, since I have to burn down this healer, I have to run around in circles. And as long as I do this, the bananas won't hit me, and I can still do my full damage. And of course, the monkey just died thanks to those bleeds that I applied to him. And then I swap and burn the last bargain. So again, to handle the monkeys, either sit on top of him, like I did in Wave 2, or run in circles to dodge them. Sometimes you will have to not focus the monkey first, as generally speaking, the healer is going to have a higher priority. I'm going to just apply a little bit here, then swap back to the healer. I just wanted to get a little bit of my bleeds going on him. As you can see, I'm just kind of running in circles, stabbing him. Running in circles. And down he goes. And as you can see, the monkey only has 2% HP left. Just a quick shuriken toss and he goes down. Really doesn't take much. Just apply your poison and apply a little bit of your bleed, and that's almost everything you need to do. Now in this next wave, there's another new type of ad that you're going to have to deal with. And that is the Illusionary Banshee. There it is. You can tell them by their telltale little scream they do when they spawn. Now, what the Illusionary Banshees do is whenever they spawn, they have a small timer over their heads. It lasts about 10 seconds. If you don't kill them in those 10 seconds before that timer expires, they'll explode and instantly fail you in the wave. Doesn't matter how much time left you have over here. If one of those banshees explodes, you instantly fail the wave. So make sure that every time one of those banshees spawns, you swap to it and focus it down fast. I'm going to go ahead and apply that over there. And then begin spamming Fan of Knives in the middle here. And what this does is that tricks the healers into throwing their heals on one of those ads in the middle. And the reason why you want to do that is if you don't do that, unfortunately, the healers will simply spam heals on each other if you try to focus them first, and it makes it completely impossible to do this wave. Let's burn this guy down. And that guy. And they go down. Just apply some poisons and bleeds to the monkey. Kick the healer. Poisons on him. Swap to the Banshee. Get the Banshee hit by the Amber. Makes it really easy to kill. Swap back to the healer. And down he goes. And as you can see, the monkey died thanks to just those bleeds. That was all you have to do for him. Bleed him up. Kite the Amber again into this guy. Bleed him up. Swap to the Banshee again. As you can see, you can't really focus one target in here. You have to keep alternating between priority targets and upkeeping your bleeds to maximize your damage. If you do that, the wave's pretty simple and straightforward. You didn't really even have to think about the monkey too much in here. Alright, now in this wave, you have to deal with the Illusionary Shah. Now, the Illusionary Shah, you don't have to do much with him at first. He's, in fact, there's really not much you can do with him at first. He's simply too big and has too much HP, and he has a protective shield around himself. Now what that shield does is it reduces the damage he takes by 50%. You can't burn him down when that shield's active. So what you have to do is you have to wait until that shield is about to fall off, and then you have to unload on him. As you can see, I'm waiting, and shield fell off. Now I blow Shadow Dance, and I proceed to, of course, spam Ambush and Eviscerate on him. I made sure to have, now a couple key tips, make sure to have your energy fairly full, 5 stack of combo points, make sure to have all your bleeds on him with most of their duration ready before that starts, and it makes this thing very simple. Oh, I'm going to need to sit on this guy for just a second. I'm going to go ahead and kick that. Now I'm going to go to the monkey, and that should be all I have to actually do for the monkey. I'm going to go back to the healer, Eviscerate, and the healer goes down. And the monkey goes down thanks to the bleeds at the same time. And there's the Banshee, stab that one. Now throughout the waves, these berserking buffs will have been dropping. Now what these buffs do is they give you a 30% increase in damage. You want to save these for waves 9 and waves 10. Because they make these waves so much easier. As you can see with this berserking buff, boom. Easy come, easy go. Have plenty of time left on wave 9. Again, spread those dots around to maximize your damage. And time the burst on those Shah. Make sure you've got the bleed on them. Make sure you've got your Shadow Dance. Make sure you've got enough combo points to do a quick Eviscerate right when it first goes. Make sure your energy's up, and you'll be good to go. And now, in the wave 10, there's a little Sarok here that you really don't have to do much with. He's just there, I guess, to give you something to do while you kill time waiting. Because unfortunately, as you can see, you really don't do a lot of damage to the big Shah, like at all. With his buff active, you can't really hurt him. So I'm just kind of sitting on him. Got some of my dots up. I'm gonna go ahead and blow a little bit to make sure I can kill the Banshee when it spawns. Now he's about to become vulnerable, so I'm gonna go ahead and pick up that, apply a Rupture, and begin spamming the Shadow Dance. And that should be enough to get him down. Swap to the Banshee when it spawns. Oh, his shield came back up active. But it's not too big of an issue. As you can see, he doesn't have that much HP left. And he's just got and you've got plenty of time. So you just finish him off. Down he goes, and the stage is successful. I didn't quite perfectly do my burst because I didn't have my bleed already active. I had to expend my first combo point on activating a bleed instead of an Eviscerate. Try to make sure you've got all your bleeds, your hemorrhage bleed ticking, your rupture bleed ticking on the Shah just before his shield goes off. That way you've got enough time to charge up your combo points again and do a quick Eviscerate the instant his shield falls off. Time your damage appropriately on the Shah. Swap to the Banshee every time they spawn. Make sure to dodge or stick on the monkeys to avoid their banana. Interrupt healers heal, and spread those bleeds around, and you won't have too much trouble. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps.